And Galway come away with it. It's with Hayes, and Hayes being tackled by Morgan, and fairly, says the referee, he was happy to allow that tackle go in. Offaly now with a scoring opportunity of themselves. This is Derek Malloy, and Derek Malloy taps that one over the bar. That's a very good score for Offaly. They needed that one. Well, Offaly are the underdogs, but sometimes that brings the very best out of them. They needed that point and they got it. Callanan's puck out, gathered here by Cyril Donlan, loses possession. Callanan, back it comes to David Collins, and Collins into the wide open space out there underneath the Cusack stand side. There's no maroon shirt there, I'm afraid. Gathered here quite easily by David Kenny. Kenny, though, gifts possession away. Picked up well here by David Burke, and David Burke, a long range attempt, and he raises the white flag. Terrific score for David Burke. Well, he comes from a proud GA family, 6 brothers in the Burke household, and that's his first point of the afternoon. Oh, great take here by Malloy, who's started this game really, really well, but he pulls that one, I'm afraid. He's looking for his second point of the afternoon. That's wide for Offaly, and it's their third of the game. Galway lead by 4, 5 points to 1 as we enter the 11th minute here at Croke Park. Well, Colm Callanan, the Galway goalkeeper from Kinvara. That puck out lands around halfway, gathered here by David Burke. And he couldn't keep that one in, and David Burke has injured himself trying to keep that one in play. Looks okay though, line ball to Offaly. And just pulled up ever so slightly in his attempts to get possession. Here come Offaly with it again. And it's Brendan Murphy, good ball inside there. Trying to pick out Shane Dooley. Dooley, a real star of the show against Antrim. Dooley breaks in here, scoring opportunity. Still there, it's a goal. Offaly have it. Well, that's come completely against the run of play for Offaly. Well, their small support here in Croke Park can celebrate. Dooley doing all the damage, dancing around Ollie Canning. It broke here, and that's a terrific score for Joe Brady. Well, what a turn-up this is. Galway seem to be cruising in this one. Dooley selling the dummy to Ollie Canning. Saw Joe Brady inside him. And there you go. A point between them. Don't use that last replay, guys, if you get a chance. Colm Callanan with the puck out. Again, drops just in the Offaly half of the field. That one's out for a line ball. And the linesman on this side awards it to Galway. And Ger Farragher, who's already scored from the touchline. This one a more difficult one on the 45-metre line. Galway lead by a point into the 13th minute of the game. And Ger Farragher starting his 16th championship game this afternoon at Croke Park. And Farragher gets right behind that one, and this time I'm afraid it's wide. Tails off to the right and wide. Really does make wonderful contact on this one. Great height, just didn't have the accuracy on this occasion. Well, Offaly are going through a good patch here, and here they come again. A scoring opportunity for Brian Carroll, the Offaly captain. Does really, really well. Well, Offaly's plan is to stay with Galway for as long as they can, and so far they're doing just that. The sides are level. Damien Joyce has support from David Burke. Burke, a long ball down. There's no Galway shirt there. That's where Joe Canning should be. Picked up here by Egan. Again, a long ball down. The Galway defence has some work to do here. There's the captain, Kavanagh, has David Collins in support outside him. Good turn in here by David Burke. Back it comes, and Galway a little bit untidy there, but it's Donald Barry, the youngster, who completes the clearance. Irlatanian was underneath that one. And back there defending is James Rigney. Rigney eventually gets his clearance in. Aimed that one towards Derek Malloy. And here's Joe Bergen, and Bergen from a tight angle. And Joe Bergen, that's a terrific score from Bergen. Well, a man with wonderful ability. He's a big player at club level, and he's doing it today for the senior team here in Croke Park. So Galway with some defending to do here. Picked up though by Kavanagh. Good clearance. And there's an Offaly man underneath that. There's two of them in fact. Picked up here by Dylan Hayden. And that ball, a more hit and hope. It should be tidied up here by Damien Joyce, the Galway cornerback, who dances around his marker, Brian Carroll. Good clearance. Canning was underneath that, breaks for Irlatanian. Tanyan pushes it out wide, but that was an ambitious ball for Aidan Hart. And Hart, though, does well, puts the pressure on his marker. Hart gathers, has support outside him, goes across the field towards Damien Hayes. And back there defending was Derek Malloy, who'd covered some ground to get back there. Offaly working their socks off here in the early exchanges in Croke Park. Kenny. Here's Brendan Murphy. Shane Dooley's the target here. Flies over his head, and Ollie Canning will see this one out, manages to keep it in play, and the referee didn't like the nature of that challenge, and that'll be a free to Galway on their own end line. Well, Ollie Canning using all his experience here. Well, Joe Dooley, an Offaly legend. The feeling is that he's made real progress with Offaly. A big one for them today, but so far they're answering the call. They lead Galway by a point. Ollie Canning is looking after the laces. John McIntyre, a man who's trained Offaly on two separate occasions. Never really had too much success with them. He's brought success to Galway this season. Two cups, the Walsh Cup and the National League. Been a good season for the tribesmen. But this is where it matters the most. It's the championship. Leinster title there for the taking. Galway and Offaly hoping to get to the decider in 2 weeks' time. So 17 minutes gone. It's Offaly who leads 6 points to 5. And who'd have thought it? Offaly leading in these early exchanges. Galway the hottest of favourites going into this one. That one meant for Tanyan. And Offaly just seem to be winning all those breaking balls at the moment. Malloy, that's not a great ball from him. Pounced on by Collins. Collins, long ball down towards Canning. Hart there too. And in the end, that one's out over the end line. Stephen Egan for Offaly, happy to shepherd that one out. It'll be a puck out for James Dempsey. Ger Farragher. Picked up here now by Angus Callanan. Tried to pick out Canning.